So I live in Canterbury. And somebody said you're very lucky to live in Canterbury. It's a very historic town. You should try Nuneaton. So I looked at Nuneaton and we've come to Nuneaton. Now Nuneaton suffered heavily during the war. It was basically bombed out. And then of course we had the recession and then the pullback on the high streets. And Nuneaton was seen as very little more than a commuter town from Birmingham and Coventry. Birmingham's about 20 miles that way, London's about 100 miles that way. And there are things to recommend Nuneaton. I mean, just being here, it feels quite a pleasant town, and there's about £34 million being spent on the regeneration, and it does have quite a nice feel, and there are things to see and do in Nuneaton. But one of the most surprising things about Nuneaton is perhaps it is ghost central. So as far as I can work out, Nuneaton is basically famous for three things: being bombed to pieces during the war, having a ton of ghosts all over the place, and being the birthplace of George Eliot. Okay, of course, George Eliot is, of course, central to the idea of bringing visitors to Nuneaton, and they've created the George Eliot Way, a kind of way of exploring the area. There is also the canal walks, and the canal walks, I'm told, can take you all the way to Coventry. So the station here was built in about 1847, with extensions in the 1900s and 1904, and then the new bit in about 2004. But prior to that, obviously, the station wasn't here. It was, in fact, a green. And that green was enclosed illegally by a chap called Lord Hopp. And courtesy of that illegal activity, he was doomed to ride around in a carriage here pulled by headless horses. Perhaps one of the most famous ones was in 1989. Two people crossing the railway bridge over there spotted a steam train in the station, and the line was covered with bodies. They ran off to get help, but when they came back only a few minutes later, everything had disappeared. Okay, we're by the Crown, which, like lots of Nuneaton's pubs, is really suffering from faded glory. There was a lot of bombing here and it cleared a lot of the town centre, and the new build didn't really help. But the Crown has been the site of many ghostly apparitions, as has places like the Bull's Head and the Old Dumb Cow, where in 1926 one of the people who stayed there stayed in a haunted room and was discovered the next morning scared to death. So one of the more famous ghosts associated with this area is Dick Turpin. Now, Dick Turpin was hanged in York, but he's supposed to have tried to bury his cash and all his loot here in a deserted village called Stretton Baskerville. Stretton Baskerville was just off Watling Street between Hinckley and Nuneaton, and Watling Street was a major arterial Roman road that has now become the A5. But the ghost of Dick Turpin has been reported here up until 1920, when people have seen a spectral rider in a tricorn and a black coat. And it is believed that that is Dick Turpin trying to find his hidden treasure. And of course there is the Victorian lady who haunts the grammar school. Now don't get me wrong, Nuneaton is not a place that I would make a holiday destination, but there are things to do here and you could spend a happy afternoon. There's the heritage walks and the museums, which make it quite a nice place to be, and the general ambience of the town is surprisingly lovely. If it hadn't been bombed, you could see it as being like Canterbury, but there are quite a few boarded up shops, and it would certainly help the area if there was some other kind of attractions to bring people in, and I would suggest a ghost walk would be one of those attractions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.